Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy.
Ron Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Get me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome into the locker room with Billy Schwein, Brad Quast, Josh Hennig pushing the buttons, and the intern Andrew Leeds in the locker room right here on 97.3 ESPN. And Brad, good morning, buddy.
Good morning, Billy. Good seeing you.
Brad,
You look really nice in that little sweater
like that,
vest.
my little
you look
sweater
good.
vest.
You look good this morning.
Josh knows that I've been wearing sweater vests, especially when I wear the Argyle ones.
Okay.
They really break my stuff.
All right. Yeah, you're showing your age. But no, good seeing you guys. Good seeing you.
You were a little aloof this week. Every time I called you or text you, you didn't get back to me.
Wow, we're
right
airing emotional things at the beginning of the show.
Listen, I got
a little aloof.
I got to have a little busy. I got a lot of balls up in there.
See, Brad, he does the same thing to me. He's like,
I'm a
Josh,
little busy.
I haven't heard from you all
Yeah,
week.
it's like a
With
girlfriend.
you, I'm serious. With him, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I know.
I know how to
Yeah.
push his
okay.
buttons.
Yeah, exactly. No, but I've been busy. But I've been getting your message, and so
Yeah, Brad,
I'll-
you know what they say about I'm just kidding. It's half truth.
I know.
Because subconsciously somebody is saying a truth in there.
I know.
All right, so I write an article every Friday. Of course, Josh is the editor. He posted it's on 973ESPN.com, and I said it seems to me that the Flyers and the Sixers, as well as the Sixers are playing, even there's something about the excitement level. Now we've been to the World Series with the Phillies. We've been to the Super Bowl with the Eagles. Does it feel to you like the excitement is there for the Sixers and not so much the Flyers because they're struggling? And we'll get into that later. But do you feel any energy from this?
No,
None
none
whatsoever.
at all. None at all. I still, it's a football town,
right?
And I think we're still recovering from the Super Bowl and just kind of
like pacing ourselves.
We're pacing. We're just kind of like, man, what's going on?
I think it's more like a wait and see attitude.
It's a wait and see, and then plus with the weather, you got the Phillies. And
so is the fan base conditioned to pace to relax? Because look at the Phillies. I mean, they just got in, and they went on a roll in the playoffs, right?
I just think
do the fans think the same thing's going to happen with the Sixers?
No, I think they're different sports. I mean, football's a sprint. And then the other sports it's such a long season.
See, I think football. You think football's a sprint?
Well, compared to other three games,
definitely a sprint compared to other sports.
It's just a sprint.
82 games is a long year.
Yes. 162 for baseball.
Yeah, it's a long season. And then everyone, when you're playing football, it's like, okay, the new season, the real season when the playoffs start.
Right.
You got your 18 games.
Really quick, because you play college in the NFL football. I remember one time Billy had Brian Baldinger on, and Baldy joked. He was like, basketball and hockey are so long. We start our season and we end our season and they're still playing, and then we go to training camp and they're still playing.
Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah.
So all right, so we're right now in like a holding pattern. Like my brother's a pilot, and when they're coming in, they're coming in for a land. They get in a holding pattern, right?
Yep.
That's what we're in a wait and see, because the Philadelphia 76ers are 30. What are they? 39 and 16. 3 games behind the Celtics. But people are waiting to see.
Because everyone makes the playoffs in these sports, right?
We've lost 3 games.
It's two different seasons.
Yeah, but we've lost 3 straight games. Now the Sixers play the Celtics today. We've lost 3 straight games to the Celtics. Today, I think for the fans is a must win. Not so much for the players, but the fans. We're 39 and 19. We're 3 games behind the Celtics. We haven't beat the Celtics in the last 3 games. They've eliminated us in the playoffs.
I mean, they're arch nemesis. I mean, in basketball, I mean, it's always been the Celtics.
Celtics. That's the NBA's gold standard, right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway. That's the gold standard. Absolutely. Yeah.
But so, do you think the fans are not going to jump on board until you see a big win over the Celtics and maybe Milwaukee?
Yes.
Look, against Memphis the other night, they looked horrible in the first 3 quarters.
They don't look good. But
then they came back.
They play when they want to.
They were down 17 points, and they come back against a John Moran, I don't think played well at all. But
No.
Yeah, but you have to say the Grizzlies were beating the snot out of the Sixers for a quarter and a half
I know.
with him not playing well. And I thought it was a huge moment in the Sixers season.
Okay, so that's what I want to get at. Do you think there was a change there, Josh?
Yes, I think two things happened in that game. And the first will happen in the first half. When Dylan Brooks hand-checked Harden, they called the foul, and Harden swatted his hand off of him,
Right.
and they got face-to-face. They didn't fight, obviously.
But
it
you
was,
think so? That's Josh.
it was an emotional moment.
right, and I agree. That's like same in hockey, right? You don't have any energy on the ice. Somebody drops the gloves, and next thing you know, your
now
team's
they're
inspired.
backing him up. Yeah, so it's the same thing
And
with
not only that,
same
you
thing
as
with
a former
basketball.
player, Q, as a former player at a big time program, and in the pros, if you see your players get fired up, other guys on your team get fired up, and like get in somebody's face, does that inspire you?
Absolutely, it
Yeah.
does. It does. That's why these leadership on different sport teams and you can't the leadership in the locker room they talk about. It's priceless. How about James Harden passing Allen Iverson in all-time scoring?
Right.
During that game. That was
I
pretty good.
You know what
I mean, he's just a flat-out scorer.
You know what?
That's all he
You know
does.
what amazes me? That James Harden is leading the league in assists.
Yeah, he's changing his
pretty-
game a little bit.
He's
Yeah.
adapting, right?
He's going through a metamorphosis.
Yeah, his beard, right? The beard, but he's a great player. I mean, I think he's kind of putting the team on his shoulders
All right,
now.
so let me say this. The Sixers are 1-1 against the Bucks this
Okay.
year. 0-2 against Boston, 1-1 against the Cavs, and 1-0 against the Nuggets. So here's my thing. In the second half of this show, the second hour of the show, we're going to be talking with Mike Eruzione.
Man. Do you
Okay?
believe in miracles?
Do you believe Mike Eruzione was the captain of the gold medal team? And this is kind of a great segue to this because they really haven't. The Sixers haven't played well against winning teams up until now, at least in the East, right?
Yep.
Except for the Nuggets here. Okay, the gold medal team couldn't beat the Russians
Ever.
They dominated
You
them.
see that the documentary and
that
the
one
show.
game.
It only takes
That
one
one
game. One game.
So if the Sixers can turn their fortunes around
Absolutely.
today at 8:30 against
Absolutely.
the stinking Boston
You
Celtics,
just don't know. What time is that game on TV today?
After 8:30.
It's 8:30.
Okay.
Yeah, 8:30.
Yeah. Okay.
It'll probably be a tip-off around like 8:40 because you know how primetime NBA
Yeah.
games work.
Right.
And James Harden is by the way averaging his highest 3-point percentage of his career at 39.7. That's pretty good. He's starting to hit his shots.
Yeah. He's
Last year,
in the
remember when he
groove.
came in last year, and even in the playoffs, he was missing everything.
He wasn't in shape.
And now he's
I
in
don't.
shape.
I think he's in shape. I think.
But
he's in
guess
shape
what?
now.
The
I
thing
think
is,
he's in shape.
I'm glad you brought that up, Brad. He is in such good shape this year. Now,
I
remember,
agree.
he was injured last year. We should mention that. So, for those who don't know, James Harden, he has the house that he's living at right now. He has a court at his house, and every morning he gets up, and a friend of his plays defense against him every morning.
That's great.
That's
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Like that's commitment.
And you
Well,
know
that's
what?
good.
You know what? Also, I'm saying to you guys. Remember, that move that he makes in that step back. He
Yeah.
steps back.
Yep.
He wasn't hitting those. He's
No.
starting to hit those now.
Yeah.
And so I hear, and Mike Carlin, our basketball aficionado, our guru, our basketball guru, says that in the NBA, January and February and March, really, the teams aren't they're not pressing.
No.
Are they going to be able to just turn it on in the playoffs? Because
I
they
see-
do have talent, and they have if arguably the MVP of the league in Joel Embiid. He's his ability, his athleticism is undeniably. There's nobody close to him.
Yeah.
He's 7'2". He moves like a guard.
Yeah, he's so athletic. I think the NBA is the only sport where you can turn it on. The other sports, it's timing.
right?
I think so
Okay.
because they just you can pass the ball, you shoot the ball, you play defense, you hustle. Transition game. I think
Okay.
that's the other sports you have to kind of practice to be.
See,
good
like
and work
football, like in football practice,
You ju-
especially for offense, you go over plays, run them at nauseum over and over and over and over again. So that repetition. So when you get to the game, Q, it's like
You know
it's like
exactly.
second knowledge.
Yeah, you know.
It's like it's you react.
Yeah, it's a chess
You don't
game.
think, you react.
You react, and then you just got to be in good shape and make and execute.
Right.
And execute.
Basketball is more fluid. Hockey,
It's fluid,
same thing, right?
yeah,
I mean, you can
fluid, and
practice
you're just
plays
kind of
and
doing.
stuff.
Yeah, obviously, there's some techniques and strategy, but you just got to go on and play.
All right, like
the
we
shot.
do every Saturday, we got a great show lined up. As always, it's 10:30. We got the Sportsbook Consigliere. Now, I sent Dave a message. It snowed in Vegas.
I know. I mean, it snowed the
Did you
whole
see I
like
put
the
the
Midwest.
article?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I said, is the sports book digging out from the blizzard that they had out there? wasn't a blizzard, but they had snow.
Yeah.
Vegas?
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 Listen, I've been to Vegas and it's like in 25, 20 degrees at night. It gets cold.
And then, of course, hour two, it's our honor and privilege to have the captain of the 1980 gold medal team. It's been 43 years.
Can you imagine?
Since the
1980.
Since the gold medal team. They beat the Russians on the 23rd of February, and I think they beat Finland, I believe it was.
I think everyone remembers that game when Al Michaels called that. I mean, I remember that
was a tape. That wasn't live.
Yeah, because the time zone.
Played early. No, it was played at Lake Placid.
Yeah,
and it was earlier in the day.
Yeah, the world didn't see the game because people forget. Billy, I'm glad you brought this up. For example, we have two guys in the studio who both were not born before 1990. I know. There was a time in this world where games like the NBA Finals, the Olympics, all on tape delay.
Yeah,
everything was tape delayed and then replayed in prime time. So the national
and of course there wasn't as much. So there wasn't any social media. There was. So it was basically blacked out until it came on there. Exactly. Nobody knew what was going on. Maybe the AP.
And did you ever hear the story really quickly? I know we gotta go to break. Did you guys ever hear the story about Chris Berman with that?
No.
So Chris Berman was the ESPN guy who was reporting on it at the game. Well, he said that for him, he almost got lost going to Lake Placid because he had never been out there before. So he's ESPN got started 1979. So ESPN's there for a year, and Berman's like, they're sending me out to Lake Placid, and I'm like, I have no idea where I'm going.
How old were you? Let's see, you're younger than I am. I know that. So I was a senior in high school. I was a senior in high school when they won.
Do the math, Josh. What's the math?
Well, how old were you when they? Do you remember?
1980.
Yeah, it was.
I remember. Yeah,
I
remember watching it.
Because I was my senior year. I'll never forget.
Yeah.
And by the way, for the two guys, the intern and the two interns in here.
Well, we got Andrew and Danny.
Danny, the new guy.
New guy,
Danny.
You guys, I see the highlights. Or we talk about this, I'll be in tears. I get chills. Literally,
you cry every time.
Do you believe in miracles? And we'll get Josh to pull that up. Yes, and it's like I will never forget. That
was unbelievable.
It was unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
All right. So we have a great show lined up. I want to remind people the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts to help you through the entire process, from contract signing to closing for the shortest center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey, PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. Folks, I'm here to tell you about Lavari Seafood Bar and Grill, located on Route 50 and Tuckahoe Road in Petersburg, just 8 minutes over the Ocean City's 34th Street Bridge. It's an old school bar, 18 big screen TVs, daily specials. The food's delicious. It's open every day at 11 a.m., and they're celebrating 15 years in business. Thursday night is wing night, dollar wings, $2.50 domestic drafts, live music every Friday night. Hey, if you want to book a private party, give Dave a call. Dave Lavari is a great guy. 609-628-2225. That's 609-628-2225. That's Lavari Seafood Bar and Grill. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room. Billy Schwein, Brad Quast, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
It's Sixers basketball tonight on 97.3 ESPN with the voice of the 76ers, Tom McGinnis, calling all the exciting play-by-play action.
Maxey with a runner in the air. It's good. A teardrop floater, and Maxey puts it in. All net with the clock dwindling.
The Sixers host the Celtics tonight. Coverage begins at 8:30. Philadelphia 76ers basketball on your radio home of the Sixers in South Jersey. 97.3 ESPN.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot, and you need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Rhymes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Rhymes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Rhymes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. Rendezvous Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Rendezvous Pizza, there's one right nearby. Rendezvous Pizza, Rendezvous Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Rendezvous Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Rendezvous Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Rendezvous Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Rendezvous Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Hey, what's with the red, white, and blue tux?
I'm Uncle Sam.
Oh, that explains the hat.
Yes, people seem to love the hat.
So, what brings you to Springfield, Sam? Springfield Mitsubishi in Atlantic City.
Taxes, madam. I want you
to put my tax refund in the bank.
Oh, you're not spending it on a car?
Oh, I'm getting a new car. But all you need is a dime. One dime down at Springfield Mitsubishi, Atlantic City.
A dime? What a novel idea.
8 is a brand new Mitsubishi's from 17.5.
17.5 for a new car?
Yeah, and you get a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty with as low as 2.9% financing.
2.9%?
Plus, if you bring home $350 a week, you can get up to $25,000 in credit.
Okay, I want you to put one dime down.
At the all-new Springfield Mitsubishi, Atlantic City.
In Pleasantville.
They service all makes and models. Springfield Mitsubishi AC.com.
Can I have my hat back?
New 23 Mirage, 17.5, dime down, $277 a month for 75 months at 5.55% APR plus tax title to qualified buyers.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
All right, we're back here in the Tom Silver Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Hey, let's get the text board going. 609-403-0973. 609-403-0973. How important is this game tonight against the Celtics?
Very important.
I think it is. Now, Tim Legler, Josh, you just said to me, and I think we should play it because I think I think it says a lot. That was a big win Thursday night, as I thought, and they need to win this game tonight against the Celtics if we're going to take them seriously. So, want to play what Tim Legler had to say?
Yeah, Tim Legler was on Get Up yesterday morning, and when he was asked about the Sixers' winner over the Grizzlies, this is what he had to say.
Q, when you play like that, you're not playing your best game, but then you come back. That's important for the psyche of the team.
Yeah, it's really important because you never, these guys are competitors, but the fact that they can come back and they know that and they can work and count on the other guy.
Like, look, the Grizzlies are in second place in a Western Conference.
Yeah. So it's like little battles, but within the season,
right?
A moral win, and they had a moral victory.
Do you think so? James Harden obviously is a star, right?
All-star.
He comes to the team, but it's Joel Embiid's team.
Yep.
When Josh explained that, Harden got a little up in that guy's face. Do you think he's like saying, "All right, I'm taking this team now"?
No,
I don't think it's a matter of taking.
No,
not taking it, but
no, it's the fact that Harden's a laid back guy. Like Brad, you've been in tons of locker rooms. When the guy who's a star player, but he's not like a very vocal guy. When he gets in somebody's face, it vibes differently.
Everybody, it's totally different.
That's what I'm
totally different.
Okay, but
some guys are vocal leaders. Some guys are, they show it on the court. Some do both. But when he did
there's guys that lead by example, and there's guys that lead by example, but also more vocal, more of a leader.
Yeah, more of a leader.
What's the
more
criticism?
verbal?
What's criticism of Joel Embiid? He's not a true leader.
Well, he's I guess he practices and plays in his hustle and in his work ethic, but he's not a communicator and rah guy.
Well, people say that he's just not a winner. I don't know if that's a fair argument,
but guess what? There's a lot of guys who never won championships. Are we going to sit here and say that Barkley's a loser, Dominique Wilkins is a loser? Like, is that where we are?
I want to say loser. We're talking about Joel Embiid, and
I'm saying
the Sixers' inability to be.
So we look at sports as the best guy on the team should be the leader. That's not the case all the time. Some guys aren't. Some Batman and Robin. Some guys are followers,
right.
But they just don't have that leader instinct or that lead.
Like for example,
young men.
I agree with you, but I don't agree with you because Josh, like he is so talented.
He is,
and he's the big man.
But yeah,
so as he goes, doesn't the team go? And if he's not going to be like, I think that's why
that's not the same as a leader.
Same as being a leader, though. Like, I mean, the team.
What Harden did Thursday night, I think, was a major step in this team maybe coming together. Like, maybe he's taking the reins.
Yeah,
like I'm the leader. If he's not going to do what I'm doing,
I don't think he's doing that. I think it was more of a Harden saying, "We're going to take no bleep from other people."
Okay.
I think that's what it's more about. Because as Brad said, the star does not always have to be the leader. Look at the San Antonio Spurs. Tim Duncan was not the leader of those teams.
Yeah, but they also won championships.
The Shaq Laker teams. Shaq was not the leader and the captain of those teams.
But they still won the championships. The Sixers haven't made it. Guys, the Sixers have not made it past the second round in Joel Embiid era.
Yeah, exactly.
But how much
they didn't have enough support around them.
Yes.
So
all right.
So we're talking different topics here.
So all right, let me ask you then: does this Sixers team have enough talent to take it to the next level?
No. I think they're. I don't know. I think one player.
Why? Elaborate, Brad.
I don't think they have enough talent.
But why? What is it about them that makes you say no?
Well, good question. Today'll be a good one. I'm one of those guys I just talked about.
Because they lack leadership in the that's what it is. I think they have the talent, they have the ability. There's something missing with this team, right, Josh?
I don't know. So leadership, is it coming from a coach? Is it a player?
No, but maybe Harden stepping up and doing what he did. He knows he's been here now for almost a year and a half, or almost a year. He knows he's seen the Phillies. So he's seen the fans. He's seen how passionate the Phillies and the Eagles were.
Yeah, he likes that.
Maybe it's just resonating with him now. Like, I want that too.
Well, maybe he's in the locker room and says, "Listen, I got to take control, be the leader, because my career, I don't know how many years I'm going to play. I see we have the talent here, and we can win in our conference." So maybe you're right. He woke up and said, "You know what? I got to be that guy."
Here's the problem.
I got to be that guy.
When Harden was in Houston, the Astros were winning the World Series. So, I mean, is it really because the other teams are winning, or is it because, as Brad said, Harden says, "Dude, I'm 33, turning 34 years old. I only have so many years left of this." And as a lot of people have said, and people who cover the sport much more than I do, they have said players are aware that you are judged by championships more than ever before. Right. And these guys don't want to be the next Barkley. They don't want to be the next.
But there are different. Everybody, Brad, you've been in the locker room. You Iowa, Jets, Eagles. There are guys. They're all different kind of personalities.
Well,
some guys just aren't like They don't show their emotion.
But that's what makes sports unique.
But that's the key ingredient. My point is that type of stuff. Having the talent's one thing, and the chemistry is another thing. But having that killer instinct, that drive. You know what I mean?
And I know. I feel you. You're exactly
something what Mike Eruzione had.
Yes. Well, that whole team, and that was driven by the coach. I mean, he was
Right,
crazy. So,
right.
but you're right. I mean, you look at all the championship teams, basketball, football, hockey, baseball, whatever, they have that extra heartbeat, the leadership that comes within. And you look at, they all have a leader. Someone's got to be a leader.
James Harden got close. Remember, the Rockets took the Kevin Durant-led Warriors to Game 7. They almost won that series.
So, no, it wasn't Kevin Durant. It was the year the Warriors won 73 games.
Right.
They won 7 games with them, and the Rockets had the worst three-point shooting night in NBA history.
Right.
And that wasn't all Harden's fault.
No, I'm not blaming it on him. I'm just saying.
But the point is that they got right there. They walked up to the line, and they just couldn't punch the ticket. So now,
but he got a taste of what it could be like.
But I think back to Brad's point about how, because we got a full circle it here, okay? Brad was saying, look, I don't think they have enough to win a championship. So isn't part of you thinking the Sixers don't have enough, I'll start with you, Brad, isn't it in part because you know Boston and Milwaukee are that good?
They're that good, and they have that leadership, and they're driven. And
plus they've won before.
They won before.
They know what it tastes like.
They know what it takes.
All right.
So
Billy, so how much do you look at, Billy, now before we go to break? Boston and Milwaukee, are they like the biggest threat, a threat, part of the threat? How do you feel about it?
I think they're a huge threat. I mean, they've won it. Both of those teams have won the championship. Both of those teams have great
Boston
skill.
didn't win the championship. They won the Eastern Conference.
Well, all right, but both teams. Well, to me, the Celtics own us.
Yeah, they do.
So tonight's game against the Celtics is a must-win. The Sixers have to play well tonight and win. Look, Danny just said it. I asked Andrew, are the Sixers good enough to win? Do the Sixers have enough talent? Or do you expect them to win? He said no. Why is that? Why? Because we haven't shown them.
Well, so it goes back and forth. So the Sixers better come to play because they want to show a message.
Yeah.
So
they got to
because it's East Coast.
All right, I'm just getting fired up.
You're
getting me fired up.
Must be the sweater vest you're wearing. You're all fired up. Must be the sweater vest.
The first hour of the locker was powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shortest center city and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you. With 15 office locations in New Jersey, PA, that's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. A new wind is blowing at Maserati, the main line. The all-new Gregale is the midsize SUV officially arrived. It's officially arrived. Stop by Maserati, the main line, located in Devon, PA, just minutes away from Center City, Philadelphia, to experience it yourself. With a class-leading space, advanced driving, and technology features, the Gregale makes every journey a thrilling experience. From your daily commute to weekend road trips, the Maserati Gregale elevates every moment to something truly special. Test drive the all-new Gregale for yourself and experience how it makes every day exceptional. Visit them online at motml.com or give them a call at 484-804-4800. That's 484-804-4800. And ask for my good friend Michael Pileggi at RDS Auto Group, Maserati, the main line in Devon, PA. All right, when we return, we'll talk with the sportsbook consigliere, Dave Sharapan. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Coming up on the next edition of the Sports Bash with Mike Gill.
Hey, it's Mike Gill. Coming up on Monday's show, we'll look back at the Sixers and the Celtics, plus a big week ahead for the NFL Draft. It's the Combine week. We'll check in down in Indianapolis. Mike McGarry from the Press of Atlantic City. Jeff Poster has football at 4, and Johnny Mack at 3. It's all Monday on the Bash.
The Sports Bash, weekdays from 2 to 6 on 97.3 ESPN, South Jersey's sports leader.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free Train system quote, at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Calling again, again and again. Calling again, again and again.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
With GMF financing to qualified buyers excludes Corvette. Why would anybody pay sticker or even above sticker when Bennett Chevy is selling new Chevys at GM supplier employee pricing? Think about how much you'll save at Bennett Chevy. While most other dealers are still charging MSRP and above, Bennett Chevy isn't like most dealers, selling new Chevys at GM supplier employee pricing and not a penny more. You'll enjoy a hassle-free discount along with a simpler buying experience. But that's just the beginning. You'll heard of in today's market. Looking for used? The good news continues. Bring us the worst clunker and get a guaranteed $8,500 towards any pre-owned in stock. That's at least $8,500 for total junk. Imagine how much more we'll pay for a good trade. Is another hassle-free, delightful experience because they're paid on your satisfaction, not how much you spend. Find new roads at Bennett Chevy, Egg Harbor Township, and BennettChevy.com.
The 2023 Hercules Tires MAC Basketball Championships are returning to Atlantic City's Jim Whalen Boardwalk Hall, March 7th through 11th, featuring 22 men's and women's teams. The tournament is fun for the family, featuring a band jam, Spirit Squad showcase, and a mac and cheese fest, where you'll be able to taste a variety of mac and cheese from your favorite local restaurants. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action to see who'll cut down the nets and earn a spot in the big dance. Get your tickets at boardwalkhall.com.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back here at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northville. Billy Schwein, Brad Quast, taking you up to 12 noon. We got the Sixers and the Celtics tonight.
Should be a good one. I'm going to watch that one time.
And remember, we're asking people to send a text in 609-403-0973. How important is this win? Is this game against the Celtics tonight? 609-403-0973. We'll read all the texts after our next guest, our first guest.
My favorite guest.
My favorite guest. Every Saturday, we go out to Vegas where it snowed. He's got his galoshes on. Maybe he had to shovel the sidewalk for the first time, first time since being in Pittsburgh. Let's go to the Maserati, the Mainline Sports Hotline, and welcome in the sportsbook consigliere, Dave Sharapan.
Oh, he's got Sixers. What's up, David?
3, 4, 5, Sixers.
There you go, Billy. Sing the song.
76ers. Clap your hands.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Everybody for Philadelphia. 76ers.
Look at
it. Hey, we're streaming live on my YouTube channel. And, of course, you can see Dave Sharapan. He's all sixered up. I love it.
86.
David's everywhere.
86 up.
Yeah, it is.
I can't believe you have a
Look
YouTube
at the brim
channel.
on that hat. Huh?
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Dave, you look good in that, man.
So, yeah, this is big game today for the Sixers. We'll get to that in a second. Good to see you, Q. Hair looking perfect as always.
Looking good as always, right?
And you got Josh making sure everybody looks good. Billy, what do you have, a date afterward? What do you have?
He really does. Yeah.
Are you dressed up? You got a lunch date after that I don't know about? What the hell's going on?
He's new on Tinder, so he's got to improve it. He's new on Tinder to improve his profile.
Billy on the Tinder.
He's on Tinder. I'm helping him.
Managing this, Q.
He's new on Tinder.
Not
Billy,
me. That's who's not Tinder.
Josh, listen, you do all this stuff for Billy and make sure that everything looks good. You might have to manage the Tinder because they're going to eat them up alive.
Listen, we got all our IT guys. All the interns are doing everything else. Why not do Tinder?
Oh boy, this is unbelievable.
Can we get it back to sports?
Really? I mean, is that what we're talking about here? Come on.
By the way, you inspired me today. You know that.
What did I do? What did I do?
I saw your tweet the other day about the 1980 Olympic team.
Oh my goodness.
I had to go right out. I called Mike Eruzione up. I said, I got to get you on for the sports book.
Oh man, listen, that was awesome.
Good for you.
So there's a couple. I mean, social media can be a cesspool, and Twitter's can't be as negative as you allow it. But one good thing about this new feed or algorithm or whatever he's doing is that when you like certain things, they keep popping up in your feed. And there's one that had this best sports clips, memories from today, and every day it comes up. So earlier in the week, Billy, it came up about the game against Russia and the call at the end of the game and how great the call was. Al Michaels he said, "Do you believe in miracles?" Yes. And then he shut up and he said, "Just pictures, no words." Or no words, just pictures. And then didn't say a word. And you saw it. I remember it. I mean, I
remember like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like I was 9 years old. It was fantastic. And that's awesome. You got your Eruzione on. That's fantastic.
All right, so I know I wanted to get you on to talk about baseball, but we've gone off on the Sixers then. So I want to keep it Sixers with you for right now.
Yeah.
They're 1.5 point. They're 1.5 point
underdogs
today. And I just wanted to talk. Can the Sixers have to get over the hump? They have to beat Boston today. I think today is probably the closest thing to a must-win to give for a couple of reasons. Number one, the Sixers got to have the ability to believe that they can beat the Celtics. Number one, and show the rest of the league they're doing it.
Yeah, but don't overestimate. I mean, or put more importance on a single regular season game than the players are. Like this literally is just another game on the schedule. Now, they'll say it, and it's true in the book too. It's just another game. I mean, and the odds makers are telling you if the Celtics are favored at Philadelphia, I mean, at Boston, it's probably -6.5, 7, something like that. That's a big number.
Yeah.
So the disparity between the two teams based on this line is pretty high, Billy. So I don't know if a win today is going to propel that to anything further. The Celtics are the best team in the East, and the Bucks are second, and then there's a drop off to the Sixers. I'm just keeping it real. I'm not coming on trying to put a downer on everything. I think the Sixers are going to win today. I can't believe they're a home dog.
So yeah, I can't believe they're a home dog either. But until they can show that they can beat the Celtics, this is how it's going to be.
It is. And listen, there's a coaching disparity between the two. There's a lot of questions about the rotation with the Sixers and, when Doc puts guys in, does he leave the big guys out too long? They seem to they're a negative plus minus or whatever the hell they measure it now with all these things. They're not a good team with the backups. It's painfully obvious. And there's too many runs. So they're going to win today, though, Billy. Relax. Are you going on a date or what? What is this vest?
Yeah, I got all dressed up because I knew you're coming on today.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
So you like the Sixers tonight?
I do. Yeah, today's a big day. Last weekend in February, there's 150 college basketball games. There's a couple good NBA games. Denver, Memphis, and Boston, Philly are really good. Today's a big day in hockey. I'm glad you're having your Eruzione on today. It's hockey day across America and Canada or North America. There's games on at 9:30 in the morning Pacific, all the way to 7 o'clock at night Pacific. I love it.
I love it. We're talking with the sportsbook consigliere, Dave Sharapan. You can follow him on Twitter at SportsBKConsig. Of course, Bostonian versus the Book is a great podcast. You got to check it out. Book. Now, I want to talk a little baseball, but you're not really in baseball weather. You're shoveling snow out in Vegas.
Oh, my God, Billy. Listen to me. This has been crazy. I was supposed to be on my way to Palm Springs today to go watch with my oldest daughter the Mary Nutter Classic softball D1. And no, there's a mountain between Vegas and L.A., and it's covered in snow. They're flooding in California right now today. And today, or not today, 2 days ago, I'm out at the cigar show down at the convention center, meeting some people, talking to some guys about some things, and it started snowing. And I was with a friend from Pittsburgh, Moses the barber, and Moses, I said, we got to go slow. And he said, you're embarrassing me. I said, what are you talking about? You don't know how to drive in the snow? I said, first of all, it's not really snow. It's just flurrying. But two, nobody knows what to do, Billy. Nobody knows what to do here.
You're from Pittsburgh, so you're a tested vet.
I was fine. I was fine. I knew what to do, but no one else does. So I parked the car and I went into the show.
That's the key.
What do you do? What is it, Josh?
The key is not if you know how to drive, it's the fact that nobody else knows how to drive.
It was it was like, we got to get, because you see people do a little fishtail and stuff. There's nothing to put on the roads here. They don't have salt.
They don't have brine.
No, but when it gets slick at home, when it rains because of the oil, well, it's always like that here because it doesn't rain or snow that much. So as soon as you get a little moisture, becomes that little swinging. Yeah, Josh, just like that. So you got to be a little nerve-wracking.
Listen, my grandmother always used to say, I'm not worried about you. I'm worried about everybody else.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
I tell my daughters that all the time. I got 3 daughters in Vegas.
So you want to talk about baseball because it's so cold out there. I don't know if you're even ready to talk.
Let's warm him up and talk some baseball, Billy. Come on.
Billy, I can talk baseball every day. It's the first day of spring training games for a lot of people. I'm probably headed down to Arizona, to watch a little spring training. I'm trying to get down to Florida. I've been to Clearwater. I've never been to Bradenton. I want to see the Pirates at some point. I'm going to do some work for MLB Network. We got a lot to talk about with baseball. This World Baseball Classic, which was shaping up to be a really interesting thing, they're not letting guys play in it now. They're all backing guys out. The rosters that were rosters a week ago, 10 days ago, aren't even the same rosters they are today.
Yeah. I don't know if I've even been paying attention to the World Baseball Tournament. I mean, there's so much here to talk about. It's kind of like been overshadowed.
Yeah, not yet. It's too
early. My favorite story with the World Baseball Classic is the fact that Clayton Kershaw pulled out because he couldn't get his insurance to cover him in case of an injury because he didn't want to lose any money on his contract with the Dodgers.
It's a lot of money.
There's a lot of money at stake.
That's a lot of money. I mean,
but shouldn't you get that insurance thing figured out before you commit?
This is one of those things, Josh, where you just wonder exactly. I say it all the time that nobody knows squadoosh. Sometimes it's true. Sometimes it's really true. Like where you think something is maybe as important as that would have been taken care of in January. Well, somebody just told them a week ago, hey, did you get the insurance thing taken care of? What do you mean? Well, because if you get hurt, you ain't going to get the money. Oh, calls you up, he probably has State Farm or, maybe Geico.
It ain't State Farm.
It ain't State Farm. Yeah, with those commercials.
What do you mean? Patrick Mahomes has State Farm. I mean, it might be State Farm. And he says, something's wrong. I can't play in this. Who knows?
It's a bad agent.
Bad agent. Exactly, Josh.
Bad agent.
Yep.
Yeah.
Real quick, the ratings for the NBA basketball, the All-Star game was horrible. Did you know that?
Did you watch it?
No, I said I wasn't going to watch it. They had a 2.2 rating.
That's not good.
Did you watch the dunk contest though?
No, I watched the 3-point. That was it.
You didn't watch
I didn't like the dunk contest.
It was lower than
the kid. The Sixer guy won.
Yeah, it was half the market
do
share.
anything for me, Q.
I hear you. Nope.
Oh my
Billy doesn't appreciate a white man that can jump and winning a slam dunk contest.
I mean, if you're 6'8", 6'9", 10 up.
See, all Billy cares about is size.
Anybody can dunk.
But yet Billy himself is not 6 foot.
Right,
but he's obsessed with people who are bigger than him.
Dunk.
They should be able to dunk, but I like the guys that.
But you hit a 3-point shot with the regularity. I think that's more skill.
Now that you're on the Tinder, Billy, size doesn't matter. Okay. Okay. Size doesn't matter. Just go with that. Josh,
yeah,
matter. Yeah. I mean, you can use that line.
They give you your dimensions. He'll be 6 feet tall on that.
Hey, listen.
6 feet tall.
Well, you got to do what you got to do. I see it every day in Vegas. There's a lot of people pretending to be a lot of things that they're not.
Yeah.
Not
6 feet tall. We'll have pictures showing 20 years ago.
Oh, right. Use the old bio picture. Yeah. Listen, there's people even in the content space right now. Size doesn't matter. Doesn't matter unit size. It doesn't matter what you're betting. All this other stuff. I can't wait to hear the Tinder tales from from Billy Schwein. Oh my God. You
We're
talk about the locker.
Consigliere, Dave Sharapan. You can follow him on Twitter at SportsBKConsig. All right, let's just look at the NL East.
Yeah.
Phillies, Braves, Mets. Who's going to win the NL East?
Billy, the season just hasn't even started yet. You're asking me these questions in February.
Who's the favorite? Who's the preseason favorite to win it?
Favorite
on the book.
Just for the book.
It's everybody's giving it to the Mets. Everybody's giving it to the Mets. But they did this last year, Billy. They let the Mets last year. And they got older. They got old men as starting pitchers. Now, I guess you could do it for a little while. I thought you were going to hit me up with these rule changes in the baseball. It has all these people upset.
And Machado got a strike against him yesterday for it.
Well, they're going to figure it out. The batters are going to figure out. The pitchers love it. Give me the ball. Give me the signal. Get on the rubber and throw.
How about Bryce Harper with the routine that he does when he clicks his bat against his foot, the plate,
can't do it.
He's not going to be able to do all that.
You're going to have to speed it up. You're going to have to speed up the routine.
No more Garcia Parra anymore.
Could you
flipping of wrist?
So what do you think the length of the game will be now?
So they
I
said
think they'll save 13 minutes.
No, it's more than that. So that when they did this in the minor leagues, it averaged about 25 to 35 minutes less per game.
Okay.
It actually works. I've seen it in person in Las Vegas at the AAA ballpark right by my house, the Las Vegas Aviators. The kids went to like 25 games last year. I probably went to 10. You get used to it once you get in the routine. It's just like anything else. It's going to speed up the total game. I hope it doesn't affect the game of just the mental state of pitchers sometimes have to think about what they're going to throw, or the batters has really got to go, okay, 2-2. He threw me a changeup last time, 2-2. Let me get in there. Oh, wait, I got 2 seconds left. Oh, I'm rung up. So it's going to change that part of it. But the shift is going to change. I think it's going to affect totals. We'll keep an eye on it.
Because you know why? Pitchers can only go to first base, twice, and that's it?
2 times.
2 times. So people base stealing might be coming back into
yes, please.
And to round out the whole segment, they made the bases a little bit bigger. So maybe size does matter, Billy. Maybe you can use that at the lunch day. Maybe it does matter.
Size matters for the landing spot.
Landing spot.
All right. Whoa. What are you talking about here, Josh? You talking about the Dino subs or what? What are you talking about?
I had a good tuna the other day at Dino's. Yeah, good tuna at Dino's.
I can't wait to come see you guys in person. I swear.
You're going to sit with us in the studio, no doubt about it.
Oh, it'll be all over then.
Look, as always, we love.
You faded out, Billy. I can't hear you.
See you, Dave.
There he is.
There
the
you go. Now you're back.
Dave Sharapan on the Maserati, the Mainline Sports Hotline. I want to remind people the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases from the shore to center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey, PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. Friends, let me tell you about the Jersey Man magazine that's run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give him a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. All right, when we return, we'll wrap up hour number 1. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein and Brad Quast right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Today, it's a top 10 showdown between Big 12 rivals. 8th-ranked Texas travels to Waco to face number 9 Baylor. The college basketball season continues only on 97.3 ESPN, South Jersey's home for the NC. Coverage begins after Game 1 of our triple header.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Servicing Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Hey, what's with the red, white, and blue tux?
I'm Uncle Sam.
Oh, that explains the hat.
Yes, people seem to love that.
So, what brings you to Springfield, Sam? Springfield Mitsubishi in Atlantic City.
Taxes, madam. I want you
to put my tax refund in the bank.
Oh, you're not spending it on a car?
Oh, I'm getting a new car. But all you need is a dime. One dime down at Springfield Mitsubishi, Atlantic City.
A dime? What a novel idea.
Ake is a brand new Mitsubishi's from 17.5.
17.5.
What is financing?
2.9%.
Plus, if you bring home $350 a week, you can get up to $25,000 in credit.
Okay, I want you to put one dime down.
At the all-new Springfield Mitsubishi, Atlantic City.
In Pleasantville.
They service all makes and models. Springfield Mitsubishi AC.com.
Can I have my hat back?
New 23 Mirage, 17.5 dime down, $277 a month for 75 months at 5.55% APR plus tax title to qualified buyers.
It's time to think about your tax refund. And Jackson Hewitt wants you to think biggest. As in, we guarantee you'll get your biggest refund or your money back plus $100. Who offers that? Come to think of it, nobody. It's one of the biggest guarantees out there and why you can't just file with anybody. For your guaranteed biggest refund, go to Jackson Hewitt today. Your wallet will thank you. When every dollar matters, it matters who does your taxes.
The heart is the strongest muscle in the body, but even the wear down. That's where Southeastern New Jersey's strongest heart care comes in. With more specialists, treatments, and life-saving procedures, Atlanticare Heart Institute is the region's only comprehensive cardiac program. So if your strongest muscle isn't beating its best, talk to Atlanticare, the region's strongest heart program. Atlanticare.org/heart.
Now, more of Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
We're back here at the Consigliere Auditor Studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim at Quast. Pushing the buttons, training Danny. And the intern, Andrew Leeds, is in here.
You know, when Andrew's no longer the intern, you're still going to call him the intern?
He moved up in the
hierarchy here. All right, 694-403-0973 is the text board. How important is tonight's Sixers game? They got to beat the Celtics. Josh.
So we got a few different texts that came in so far during the show here. First of all, I want to get to Dan and EHT. He had a couple different things to say, but he said he believes that from his eye test, he thinks the Sixers got something different this year. He thinks that there's more togetherness this year with Harden facilitating and Joel Embiid playing through being sick. He thinks the Sixers being an underdog is the Philly way. They will be hungrier dogs in the postseason.
Hungry dogs run faster. I like that. I agree with that.
Right.
I like being the underdog.
Another texter, I didn't leave their name, but they said, it's a must-win for you, the fan. It's not a must-win for the team because it's still February. They call this a must-win from a fan's perspective to get on the board with a team. If you're not on the board, who cares? You're not a real fan.
See, that's a good point, though.
But that's what I said. It's for the fans.
Yeah, it is. Because players have a different mindset in the locker room.
Right.
So it's fan. That's a great point.
And also the guy said, I don't like the fact you're saying they don't have leadership because it takes leadership to lead this team back from being down 20 against a good Grizzlies team. If they had no leadership, they would have folded on
John
Thursday.
Morant was 3 for 16, though. 3 for 16 or 3 for 19.
Yeah, but the Grizzlies are the second best team in the Western Conference.
Is
They
that
have-
because the Sixers played great defense, or he was just off, do you think?
I think it was a little both.
Okay.
But they still are a very good team.
No, I
You
get
still
it.
beat the team. See, we got to stop focusing always on the individual. That's the lie of social media and modern society. It's the selfish microwave nature of our world that we are being told it's all about the one individual. Individuals don't win championships. Teams win championships.
Agreed.
609-403-0973.
You want one more text for you?
Why
Guy?
not?
Yeah.
Guy says, you're absolutely right. I remember when the Phillies did not get the championship until Pete Rose came and joined, even though they had a great team year in and year out. Remember, the Eagles won the Super Bowl when they got new people coming in, like Chris Long. It's important to have that one more piece to win a championship.
And this year the Eagles brought in Reddick, Bradbury,
Yep.
Kazir White.
Good leadership.
Looking
And
up
plus,
there.
they had a nice leadership within the team before. So, and they got lucky with no injuries.
Hour 1 is in the books. Hour 2 ahead of us. We'll get into some Flyers talk, and we'll talk about the Eagles. We'll get in with the Eagles, get some things with the Eagles, Sixers. And then at the bottom of the second hour, we're going to be talking with the captain of the gold medal team, 1980 gold medal team, Mike Eruzione. So look forward to that interview. I'm going to get emotional when I
Yes, you will.
when Josh plays. Do you believe in miracles?
What would you rather have, a gold medal or a Super Bowl ring?
Super Bowl ring.
Huh? What do you think?
I don't know. Okay. All right. All that and more. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Brad Quast, Josh Henning, right here on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
It's Sixers basketball tonight on 97.3 ESPN with the voice of the 76ers, Tom McGinnis, calling all the exciting play-by-play action.
Maxey with the runner in the air. It's good. A teardrop floater, and Maxey puts it in. All net with the clock dwindling.
The Sixers host the Celtics tonight. Coverage begins at 8:30. Philadelphia 76ers basketball on your radio home of the Sixers in South Jersey. 97.3 ESPN.
For exceptional savings on your next BMW, visit BMW of Atlantic City. Lease a new 2023 BMW X1X Drive 28i for $559 a month for 36 months. Or lease a new 2023 BMW X3X Drive 30i for $599 a month for 36 months. Plus, we'll pay top dollar for your current vehicle. Visit BMW of Atlantic City, closer than you think. Located in Egg Harbor Township and online at bmwatlanticcity.com. For more details, call us toll free at 609-316-2393.
Breaking news.
Tax refund shock is everywhere, but what is it?
My tax refund shrank.
Mine too. The culprit? Pandemic-related stimulus payments and tax credits expiring. In this reporter's opinion, you need a tax expert.
Hey guys, Jackson Hewitt guarantees your biggest refund.
And tax prep is 50% off? Going there now.
50% off is a limited time offer for new clients filing at participating locations. Max value $200. Visit jacksonhewitt.com/50 for terms.
In order for small businesses to thrive, they need to be smart, efficient, agile, staying ahead of the market at every turn, and finding ways to do more with less. That's never been more important than it is right now. So for a limited time, Comcast Business is introducing Small Business Savings, a deal for companies across the country. When you call in now, you can get powerful internet for just $39 a month for 12 months. $39 a month with no annual contract and a money-back guarantee. All on the largest, fastest, reliable network for small businesses with the company that powers more businesses than anyone else. So if you're a small business owner, don't wait. Call and get started today. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Offer ends 3/21/23. Restrictions apply. New Comcast Business 50 megabits per second internet customers only. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. Call or go online for details. After promo, regular rates apply.
Introducing Total by Verizon, a new prepaid wireless provider with no contract plans starting at just $30 a month. With Total by Verizon, you don't have to sacrifice reliability or freedom. Get Total by Verizon and save money every month on America's most reliable 5G network. Most reliable 5G based on most first-place rankings and Root Metrics first half 2022 assessments of 125 metros. Experiences vary, not an endorsement.
Get a price on your roof in 30 seconds at ApexEastRoofing.com.
Hi, I'm Brighton Richards from Apex East Roofing. If you're in need of a new roof, go to ApexEastRoofing.com to get a quote in 30 seconds.
And I'm Guy Richards. If you buy our silver roofing system from now until March 1st, we're going to upgrade you to our gold roofing system free of charge.
We offer first responder, teacher, and motorcycle discounts too.
Get a price on your roof in 30 seconds at ApexEastRoofing.com.
With all the sports we have, every time of the year is the best time of the year.
And the crowd just buzzing with excitement.
On 97.3 ESPN, WENJ, WENJ HD, Millville, Atlantic City, a Town Square media station.
Red 83!
Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Ron Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Get me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
Half the audience is tuning out because Billy's
they're not tuning out. They're staying in on this. Yeah, man, I love this song.
Yeah.
I love it, man.
Were you ever in the high school choir?
I was in the senior playoff.
Were you? Okay. What play?
But I love this song.
This is a good song. It's kind of catchy.
Yeah,
Kinda
man.
folky.
My daughter loves this song.
Okay.
This song is definitely.
This is getting everybody pumped up. We're all going to watch.
How old is this song?
At least from the 1970s.
It has to be, right?
They did it, and then they did away with it. I think they brought it back. All right, we're back here, broadcasting live from Tom's River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield.
Andrew's got a question.
Go ahead, Andrew. What do you got, Andrew? The intern.
What do you like more, Fly Eagles Fly or Here They Come?
I would have to say Fly Eagles Fly, only because I go to the games and I'm in the stands. I'm a season ticket holder. When they score a touchdown, there's nothing like it.
By the way, 1975
is when it started.
Is when the Sixers song was made.
I'm glad Josh played that because I want everybody to. We're all going to watch the Sixers Celtics game tonight. It's a big game.
It's a big game.
I think like 609-403-0973 is the text board. Like the text message said, it's for the fans, but we need to win.
Make a statement.
To make a statement to prove that we can beat these guys. Put some doubt there, and you know what I mean. Like
so, Thursday night wasn't enough of a statement.
Because they're in the Western Conference.
They're still one of the best teams in the league.
All right, but they're in the Western Conference. We have a problem with the Celtics. If you're a player and you can't beat one team, if there's a team, it's in the back of your mind.
It's in the back of your mind. And you want to make a statement. And tonight's going to be a statement game.
Tonight's got to be a statement
Harden,
game.
he goes for 40 plus points tonight.
Say that again?
He's going to have more than 40 points tonight.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
More than 40.
What's more important, though, is Harden scoring or Harden getting assists?
Well,
all right, ready for this?
You better have 40.
I got a stat that was just handed to me by the intern.
Okay.
The Sixers are 11-19 against Boston in their last 30 games.
That's not good.
That's not good.
That's not good.
That's why I'm making an issue about it right now. 609-403-0973. How important is this Sixers game tonight? 609-403-0973.
What's that statement? We own you.
Yeah.
We own you.
Do you know what, Q? And people, like remember Al Bundy, right? He would always talk about his high school days. But you know what I have over people when I played football at Collingswood High School?
Yeah, what was it?
We won the Colonial Conference in my junior year. And the people that I'm friends with from Haddonfield and Haddon Township, and Audubon. You know what? I can look them in the. We beat
you. You
we
have the
beat
coat.
you
got the
guys.
coat.
I got the coat.
You got the
I got
championship
the
coat.
championship
That's it.
ring. We beat you. Something that can never take away from you.
Never take away from you.
So I don't care what anybody says. Oh, it's important.
It's important.
All right.
But tonight's a little special.
Like Fred Shiro said, you win tonight, you walk together forever.
Forever. I think you're going to lace
And
up those
guess
shoes a
what?
little
You know
tighter
else?
tonight.
You know another perfect example of that? Let's ask Mike Eruzione. That bond that he has. You know what I saw on Twitter the other day too, and I think it was by Jim Craig, the goalie. He put in the medal ceremony.
Yep.
The whole team got up on the stand.
Yeah, that was awesome. I remember that. That was another special memory.
All, I guess, 30 guys, whatever,
Yeah.
trainers there, and they all squeezed on there. They were all
That was
one.
great.
One for all and all for one.
Yep. It was great to see that.
When you're winning, things are going your way. The atmosphere in the locker room. Everybody's walking with a little jump in their steps.
Yeah, it's just a good feeling. It's good to come to the clubhouse, the locker room.
Don't you think for 1 minute, Q, that those players are walking into the stadium tonight, the Sixers players, they know deep down inside what their struggles against the Celtics?
They're getting there a little earlier, watching a little more tape, watching film. They're there.
Maybe getting a really good night's sleep last night.
Yeah, a good night's sleep. They
taking a big nap today.
They had a little nap. They circled this game on their calendar.
All right. I want to change gears. I want to start talking about our Philadelphia Flyers because I think this is a hockey town too. This is a hockey town, and we love our Flyers. And the Flyers are not. They're not playing.
Yeah,
well.
they're not playing.
Have a
They're not
star.
playing well.
Travis Konechny's hurt. The team is struggling.
They actually literally just placed Travis Konechny on injured reserve.
He's missed the last 2 games. He got kind of a dirty, cheap shot. The Flyers are 12-10-3 in their last 24 games, and Tortorella has these guys playing well, buying into what he's talking about. But that's why they brought Tortorella in, to take a team that isn't quite as good and make them play over
their heads. Yeah,
right?
Coach them up more.
Inspire them,
and
challenge them, do what they got.
The talent's not there, but he's going to coach them up and win some games.
I think by and large, he is getting the most out of what he has.
I agree with that.
All right, now I got a question for you.
Yeah.
So there's the trading deadline is next week.
Next Friday.
We're like 9 points out of a playoff spot, but this team's not going anywhere. So why don't we just sell it off?
Yeah, it's a philosophy that some clubs do. But
and I'm not suggesting tanking because I got to be consistent. I didn't like the Sixers tanking, but do it in a way where it's not obvious.
Yeah, right.
but you know what I mean?
Yeah,
they're not going anywhere.
They're not going anywhere. You're right.
With this team,
so they're playing for the future. Get trade, make a trade. Get a good draft choice.
You think a contender would bite on Kevin Hayes? Ivan Provorov could be a value to somebody.
Yeah, and if he doesn't
We're not
fit
doing
in,
anything
if he
with
doesn't,
these guys.
if they don't fit into the current team or the future,
Well,
get rid of them and
the
get
Flyers is that they don't have enough overall talent.
No.
And
they're the masters of mediocrity.
But the problem is that trading 1 or 2 guys doesn't fix that problem either.
No,
the larger problem for the Flyers is, and the reason why that this used to be a hockey town is because the guy running the team is not doing a good job. You could have had Johnny Gaudreau last year, and you waved the flag. You already told the fan base that you don't care about doing whatever it takes to win. So whether it's Kevin Hayes or Provorov or Van Riemsdyk, how does trading any of those guys fix all your problems? All you're doing is basically trying to maybe get something like, listen, I give them credit. Owen Tibbett has been a good pickup from the Giroux deal, but are you going to get another Owen Tibbett or are you going to get more?
Well, let's say this, and Q, as a former player, I keep going back to this. You can't make you've told me you can't make the club in the tub.
Yep. You got to be healthy.
Look at Sean Couturier, Ellis, and Cam Atkinson. 3 guys that would
help and
help this
contribute.
team. I mean, they could. Those 3 guys alone.
Yes.
You take them out of the lineup. This is what you got.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, every team would be like that.
But can you count on these guys to come back? I don't see Couturier coming back.
You can't count on Ellis at all.
You can't count on
Ellis. Is cooked.
I think Atkinson's cooked too.
I don't think Atkinson is cooked. Atkinson doesn't have an injury history. This is one of the few times he's had a
but he's
serious
got
injury.
You see the zipper on the back of my neck. He's got a neck injury. That's
Yeah, well,
not-
he has better
serious.
surgeons than you did, Billy.
Huh?
These athletes have the best medical care on the planet available to
What are you
them.
saying? My doctor wasn't great?
Not as good as his.
Yeah, they have the best doctors, but still, it wears on your body, though. You know, it's tough.
Yeah, but still, I'm not worried about Atkinson. What I'm worried about is the fact that I think you wasted 2 years hoping Ellis would come back, and he hasn't. And Brad, you know this better than anybody. You know, when an organization is waiting and waiting and waiting for a guy that they thought to make an impact, it wears on the whole organization, does it not?
Yeah, I mean, someone's got to, pay for it. Heads roll. I mean, you take a big investment and rely on them. So is it the coach's fault? Is it the scouting department? Whose fault is it? Not in the right system? Yeah. I mean, you can only wait so long.
All right. Well, the general manager, they were. I think they were chanting his name last night. Trade or get rid of.
They're
Fletcher.
No,
What were they
nobody.
saying?
Well, they were.
They had Braun play left. He was playing wing last night.
Well, that's because they're running out of bodies.
Yeah.
So you know what, Q? Get rid of
Coach and their GM have to be on the same page.
Brad, that's like them asking you in Iowa, can you play a defensive end or safety for us?
No, not doing it. Yeah. I mean,
right. No,
you
that's
play on a
right,
position,
Josh.
or the right scheme, or the right, the right offense or defense, philosophy.
You got guys, JVR. I'm sorry, we got rid of him when we shouldn't have. Then we brought him back, and he kind of really didn't do it.
Well, you should have gotten rid of him last offseason.
Okay, now move on. Get JVR. I'm sorry to say, Hayes, Provorov.
Move on.
You would create a lot of cap space.
I would like to keep Hayes, though. I think Hayes is good for the culture.
What?
I think he's still a good player,
Okay.
and he's still young enough that he can do something long term. I think JVR, he definitely got to get rid of him.
Hayes is 30 years old, Josh.
So?
I don't know.
Yeah, like 30. He's not 40 years old.
Well, you said he's still young. I wouldn't call that young.
What is the average career for the NHL?
35?
Yeah.
Not. I mean, yeah, 35.
Okay.
I think Provorov would benefit probably from being in a new environment.
But look at all the cap space it would create. You'd be able to do so much. And I think
you got to get somebody to take the money though. It's easier said than done.
Exactly.
Look at the Chicago Blackhawks. Now, there's a team that was like they won like what 4 cups in 5
3
years,
cups,
3
yeah.
cups in 4 or 5 years, and now they're in last place.
Yeah, they did what the Phillies did in
Yeah.
the mid 2000s. They hung out to their star players so long that they ran out of value.
Well, you got to win in Chicago.
But-
they don't have any patience.
Yeah, but
they don't have any patience in Chicago.
They're like Philly.
Yeah.
Right?
They're Philly fans are more passionate.
I mean, you could argue
More verbal.
Patrick Kane is to the Blackhawks or like Chase Utley was to the Phillies.
Yep.
And you know what? I miss
Yeah.
talking about the Flyers because we can't. There's no way. I mean, first of all, the Phillies and the Eagles. I mean, we've been enamored with these guys, and rightly so. And now that the Super Bowl's over, we got to focus everything in like 3 weeks because Phillies are starting.
Yeah. Just give me the rankings between the 4 major sports in Philly here. The top, like
I think Eagles, Sixers, Phillies, and Flyers.
Okay.
Would you say that? Although I would say when the Phillies get hot, it's probably Eagles, Phillies, Sixers, Flyers.
Nah, well, so it's always Eagles number one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Always.
Because Eagles could be having a bad year, but they're still
still
talking
number
about
one.
Still number one. Yeah. Yep.
It's kind of like the Browns in Cleveland. The Browns could be good. The Browns could ban. The Browns fans are still there.
Yep.
When it comes to the Phillies and Sixers, I feel like it's. I don't want to say the fans care less if they're not winning, but there's definitely a level of indifference. Like we saw it this year with the Phillies early in the year with attendance. We've seen it in the past with the Sixers. When the Phillies and Sixers are not playing well, there's a malaise that comes over the fan
Malaise,
base.
good.
Malaise. I love that.
Darn turn. Look that up.
All right,
Where's the origin
609.
Give me the origin of that word, please.
609-403-0973. How important is that game tonight for the
It's
Sixers?
very important.
How important? I mean, the Sixers have to win. We want to hear from the people. 609-403-0973. Hey, I want to tell you about Lavari's Seafood Bar and Grill, located on Route 50 and Tuckahoe Road in Petersburg, New Jersey. Just 8 minutes over the Ocean City's 34th Street Bridge. It's an old school bar. They get 18 big screen TVs, daily specials. Every day they're open at 11 o'clock. Their food's delicious. They're celebrating 15 years in business. Thursday night is wing night. $1 wings, $2.50 domestic drafts, live music every Friday night. Book a private party. It's a lot of fun down there. Give Dave Lavari a call, 609-628-2225. That's Lavari's Seafood Bar and Grill. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schweim, Brad Quast, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
tomorrow on ESPN Radio. Kevin Durant joins Chris Paul and Devin Booker to lead the Phoenix Suns on a trip to Milwaukee to face Giannis, Drew Holiday, and the Bucks.
Winds up and throws it home on a windmill right hand.
The Suns at the Bucks. Coverage begins tomorrow at 12:30 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on ABC. It's the NBA on 97.3 ESPN. Your exclusive home for the NBA Finals.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot, and you need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Rhymes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia Star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Rhymes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Rhymes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042. Website at grimes.com.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Hey, what's with the red, white, and blue tux?
I'm Uncle Sam.
Oh, that explains the hat.
Yes, people seem to love that.
So, what brings you to Springfield, Sam? Springfield Mitsubishi in Atlantic City.
Taxes, madam. I want you
to put my tax refund in the bank.
Oh, you're not spending it on a car?
Oh, I'm getting a new car. But all you need is a dime. One dime down at Springfield Mitsubishi, Atlantic City.
A dime? What a novel idea.
Ake is a brand new Mitsubishi's from 17.5.
17.5 for a new car?
Yeah, and you get a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty with as low as 2.9% financing.
2.9%?
Plus, if you bring home $350 a week, you can get up to $25,000 in credit.
Okay, I want you to put one dime down.
At the all-new Springfield Mitsubishi, Atlantic City.
In Pleasantville.
They service all makes and models. Springfield Mitsubishi AC.com.
Can I have my hat back?
New 23 Mirage, 17.5, dime down, $277 a month for 75 months at 5.55% APR plus tax title to qualified buyers.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back here at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. You know what, too? Yeah, I'm driving my Tiguan. That car's fast.
Quick, huh?
Yeah,
no speeding
I love
tickets
it,
for you.
No.
Okay, speeding tickets.
Follow the rules.
Okay.
The Sixers, we said they need to win. The Flyers have no shot at winning.
No shot.
The Philadelphia Phillies start today as their first game, first preseason,
Yeah, down in
spring
Florida.
training game today.
Got friends
Now,
there down there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go over the starting lineup or anything.
Nah, it's a long year.
But it's cool to when you know what I love, like, and I know you can identify this. When I say this to you, Q, I know your eyebrows are going to come up and your ears are going to go back a little bit. Remember when you first get on the football field, that the wet, you get up early in the morning, and the wet grass, and you're doing up and downs in the green. It's that smell,
Smell,
right?
Smell. You're
The
with
smell of the
you're-
football
You're with the
field.
guys.
Yeah.
You're training. You're the sound of the ball hitting off the bat.
Exactly.
And like the crack, and just the guys. You're in the locker room. The click on with your spikes when you're walking on the cement.
Yeah. You hear the click.
The
You hear
click,
the
yeah,
cleats.
it's what guys live for and love, and that's why they play. And it's just there's nothing like it.
It's
Nothing
a
like
rite
it.
of passage. You
It's
get
a
to
night
this
life.
time of the year, and you have NCAA conference tournament is going to start, and then of course the tournament itself, the March Madness will start in a few weeks. This is another cool time. You're a football guy, so you identify more with like August.
Yeah, come
get
on.
onto the
August.
football.
Yeah, August comes out.
But this is also very.
Baseball's it's special.
You
everyone,
get to this time of year, and the weather's changing.
Yeah.
You get more daylight, right? It doesn't the sun doesn't set till like 6 o'clock, 6:05, and in about 12 days we're going to be going for 14 days. We get daylight savings time.
and the guys are back together. They haven't seen each other in a while, and they come back, and so it's fun for them. They start talking, tell stories about next year, and just work out as a team together. So that's what I'm sure they're looking forward to. Should be interesting tonight.
Where did I put my Philly stuff? All right, so I just want to talk a little bit about the new additions to the Phillies. Okay, Trey Turner, he batted 298. Excuse me, Trey Turner, shortstop, batted 298 last year. He had 21 home runs, 100 RBIs, and 27 stolen bases.
That's a good year.
I think you put him at the top of the lineup.
Okay,
and I think they've pretty much said they're going to do that.
Yeah,
they already said that he's going to be the leadoff.
Yeah, he's going to be the leadoff. But with the new rules, because we didn't remember Ozzie Smith and Ricky Hendrickson and the base stealers. We kind of got away from that. I think you're going to see a return of stealing. Not small ball in a sense.
No, I think they will now be with the rules, but I mean those guys back then they earned it because there's pure speed and their knowledge.
And the
of
pitcher
reading
can go to first base as many times as he wants. Now
exactly.
you can only get two.
Yes.
So that's going to make stealing. That might put a premium on stealing.
Yeah,
bases.
you're gonna play maybe a little more small ball and steal bases and be smart and things like that. It's going to change the philosophy in a lot of clubs.
Taijuan Walker, 12-5 last year with a 3.49 ERA with the Mets. So we did two things right there, Q. We took a good pitcher away from the Mets starting rotation
and brought him
here.
Yeah, that's a double.
So that's a double whammy, right?
Yeah, and the way we score points and runs, we're gonna. I mean, if he has an outing like he did last year and how consistency, we're gonna win some games.
12-5 that's a good record.
That's a good record.
So
and
he
his
probably
ERA
started,
is
I don't know how many
great.
games he started, but he had 132 strikeouts.
No,
that's a big number.
He throws a lot of strikes, and we just gotta make the plays in the field.
Yeah,
that's all.
Oh, defense is a little suspect.
I
But,
know.
from what I understand, Reese Hoskins has been putting a lot of work in.
Well, we'll see.
The defense with Turner is already going to be better.
It's already going to be better.
And remember, you have Brandon Marsh for a full year, not just half a year. And also, the bigger issue with Walker is Bill, I know you love your stats, so I know that's what you're focused on. But the bigger deal is he's an innings eater. You need somebody who's not one of your top starters.
Yep.
Who's going to chew up innings.
Go through half the lineup, against righties or lefties.
So now we pillaged two starters from the Mets, Zach Wheeler.
That's good.
And
don't
if
kid
Mr.
yourself.
If Mr. Met's out there,
right.
Listen, Steve Cohen don't care, man.
No, I know. You know what's going to happen.
The owner of the Mets is probably going to make some crazy deal
at the trade deadline. Yeah, absolutely. 609-403-0973. We'll still take your text messages. How important is this Sixers game tonight? 609-403-0973. Now, Q, in sports, they always say it's not how you start, it's how you finish. But I think it's always good to get off to a good start.
Yeah, that's always better.
Right?
It sets the tempo of the whole season. But, other sports,
because in a 162-game season, you're going to go up and down.
Yeah, it's a
like
grind.
You said, football is a sprint.
It's a sprint compared to the other three. Yeah, absolutely.
So you can't in football. You can't go into a 3-game tailspin.
No, because you're out of it.
You're
you're out of it. Yeah, no, you're out of it.
But you can have a bad month in baseball.
Yeah,
like the Phillies did last year.
I mean, or bad road trip. A road trip, and you lose. 3 out of the 4 games. So I mean, it's a totally different sports.
I got a text for you, Billy.
Okay.
So Jeff in Ocean City.
There he is, Mr. Met.
No, that's your Jeff.
Yeah.
This is my Jeff.
Oh, this is your Jeff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeff with a G. This is Jeff with a G.
Okay.
Okay. Jeff in Ocean City says, I'm watching the Sixers game tonight in the sports book, and I'm going to talk trash to any Boston fans I can find. Clap your hands, everybody. That's from Jeff in Ocean City.
No, look, I love the passion and everything, but here's the thing: can you do that? The Celtics own us. We're 11-19 in the last 30 games.
Well, listen, in order to be a good trash talker, you need practice.
Yeah, we're Embiid is 9-11 against Boston in the regular season. That worries me.
But does it matter if you win in the race? See, one of the things Brad brought up earlier was, why doesn't he believe in the team? They don't have talent to win a championship, right? That's what Brad's position is. Well, part of the reason why the Sixer fan doesn't think they have a chance to win a championship isn't it, Billy, because they haven't won the postseason. So does it really matter how many games you win against Boston regular season if beat them in the postseason?
Yeah, you got to win the postseason, but this is how you got to win champions. You got to beat the conference. Of course it is. They're in our conference.
Right.
I mean, yeah, it's a big measuring stick.
I don't know. I'm worried about the Celtics, obviously Milwaukee. I need to see.
I mean, how many times did Jordan get his rear kicked by the Detroit Pistons?
Yeah, I mean,
before he finally beat them?
Finally got over the hump.
Look at that team.
Yeah.
I mean, the Pistons. Well, you're right. You're right.
Pistons won 2 championships.
Yeah, I know.
They were good.
To Brad's chagrin.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah, but
Bill Lambert.
It beats 1-8 versus Boston in the playoffs.
Yeah, he doesn't play well.
He said that's why tonight is a big night for the Sixers.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I might watch it tonight.
You're darn right you are. You know what? Guess what? The Sixers, Joel Embiid needs to come out and score 35 points. He needs to have at least a double-double, and I'd like to see maybe 10 12 rebounds, 15 rebounds, dominate tonight.
Okay. And they can still lose.
Yeah.
But look at he's a bummer.
I'm the realist.
You're
a bummer. You're a negative.
No, I'm the realist in the room.
We're gonna get off early because I can't wait for my next guest. I am so honored to have Mike Eruzione call into the show. I will never forget as long as I live Al Michaels' call.
Yep.
Do you believe in miracles?
Do you believe in miracles?
And you know what Mike's going to tell us? Living it is different for the fans.
Oh, completely.
It was more because they were working and they were struggling and fighting and doing all that stuff. They don't realize what they were doing for America's psyche.
Yeah, especially
galvanized the whole country.
During what was going on at the time in the 80s politically.
Jimmy Carter, the malaise the malaise the country was in, gas price recession, the Russians and Afghanistan, the Iran Contra.
Yeah,
Iran hostages.
Yeah, it was a crazy time.
Yeah, the Iran hostage crisis of 1979.
Yeah, 1979. All right, there's a new wind blowing at Maserati, the main line. The all-new Maserati Gregale is a mid-size SUV has officially arrived. Stop by Maserati, the main line, located in Devon, PA, just minutes away from Center City, Philadelphia, to experience it for yourself. With the class-leading space and advanced driving and technology features, the Gregale makes every journey a thrilling experience. From your daily commute to weekend road trips, the Maserati Gregale elevates every moment to something truly special. Test drive the all-new Gregale for yourself and experience how it makes every day exceptional. Visit them online at motml.com or give them a call at 484-804-4800. That's 484-804-4800 to schedule your test drive today. And ask for Michael Pileggi. Michael's a good guy. He's my good friend of the show. And get down to Maserati, the main line. All right, when we return, we'll talk with Mike Eruzione. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim and Brad Quast right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Today, it's a top 10 showdown between Big 12 rivals. 8th ranked Texas will go to face number 9 Baylor. The college basketball season continues only on 97.3 ESPN, South Jersey's home for the NCAA tournament.
With a 3.
Coverage begins after game 1 of our triple header.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee. Those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Calling again, again and again. Calling again, again and again.
Hundreds of Volkswagens in stock and on sale. Hundreds of Mitsubishis, even 100 electric Bintelli golf carts in stock and on sale at Tom's River Auto Group. And not one a penny over sticker. Plus, Tom's River Auto has a Birds fan bonus. $500 off just for showing up in a team jersey, hat, socks, whatever. How easy is that? New or used, Tom's River's got plenty, but hurry. On sale, they're flying. Click Tom'sRiverAutoGroup.com.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Breaking news.
Tax refund shock is everywhere, but what is it?
My tax refund shrank.
Mine too. The culprit? Pandemic-related stimulus payments and tax credits expiring. In this reporter's opinion, you need a tax expert.
Hey guys, Jackson Hewitt guarantees your biggest refund.
And tax prep is 50% off? Going there now.
50% off is a limited time offer for new clients filing at participating locations. Max value $200. Visit jacksonhewitt.com/50 for terms.
For exceptional savings on your next BMW, visit BMW of Atlantic City. Lease a new 2023 BMW X1X Drive 28i for $559 a month for 36 months. Or lease a new 2023 BMW X3X Drive 30i for $599 a month for 36 months. Plus, we'll pay top dollar for your current vehicle. Visit BMW of Atlantic City, closer than you think. Located in Egg Harbor Township and online at bmwatlanticcity.com. For more details, call us toll free at 609-316-2393.
Now, more of The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back here at the Tom's River Auto Group studio in Northfield. It's the Locker with Billy Schweim and Brad Quast, and that never, ever gets old.
Never gets old. I got chills.
chills.
I got chills. It's exciting.
All right, my next guest, he's the captain of the 1980 gold medal team. Let's go to the Maserati, the Mainline Sports Hotline, and welcome in Mike Eruzione. Good morning, Mike. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning. Good morning, guys. How you doing?
Mike, I got to tell you, I was on Twitter and I saw that it was the 43rd anniversary. I think we had you on 3 years ago when it was the 40th, but now it's the 43rd. And I think Jimmy Craig, your teammate, the goalie, posted something. And I literally was a substitute teacher at Audubon School, and I was sitting at my desk and I started getting emotional. And I said, I looked at my phone because I knew I had your number. I said, that's it, I'm calling Mike. Mike, it never gets old. And you now have a book out. You have a book out, The Making of a Miracle, and it certainly was. Mike, every year at this time, your phone must be ringing off the hook.
It does, and it's a good reminder to me because I never know what day it is. So, it's funny. I talked to Al Michaels the other day. I call Al every once in a while. He calls himself the bat boy or the stooge of the 80 Olympic team. He's our mascot. We love Al. So I called Al and I said, Al, get ready. The phone's going to light up. And he said, yes, I've already done 2 interviews already. So it's kind of fun.
Yeah, it is.
Mike, I said to my co-host Brad, Brad Quast, I said, the fans, like what you did for the country, you galvanized the country was going through malaise in the 70s leading up to the 1980. You guys couldn't beat the Russians to save your lives. There was a lot of stuff going on, and it meant more. I think you said this before. It meant more to the fans. You guys were living it. You didn't realize how important it was and what you did during the time.
Even 43 years later, we kind of try to grasp what it meant to a nation. I told someone the other day we could use a 1980 right now.
Yeah, you're sure right.
You know, we could use one of those moments to bring people together and make us realize what a great country is that we live in. And
amen, brother.
I think in 1980, everybody, you know, we found out this all after. You know, to us it was a hockey game. First of all, I've said this, and I'll say it till the day I died. Other than serving in your military, the greatest honor you can have as an athlete is representing your country.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You know, there's Super Bowls, there's World Stanley Cups, and there's World Series games, but the Olympics is special. And, you know, we represent our country. And to do something like that and to realize what the moment meant, I think it brings greater pride and joy to my teammates than it does than just winning the gold medal, because we've seen what it was about. I can't tell you how many times people come up to me and they'll say exactly this. I remember where I was when we won, and I'll go, I didn't know you were on the team.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And now, you know, when the movie Miracle came out, if you know, I've got grandkids that play hockey now, and I go to my grandkids' games, and all these little kids come up to me and they want to take a picture because they've seen the movie.
That's special. Yep.
You know, it's over. It's ended. I realize it. You know, life goes on, and we've all moved on, and that's part of the reason I wrote my book is I want my grandkids to know that Papa's life wasn't one day or one game or one goal.
Right.
I want them to know about their great-grandmother and great-grandfather and the family that we have and how close our family is. Values that are so important that my dad taught me. I wanted my grandkids to understand those things. And I think in 80, that's what we did. We kind of showed, again, what makes this country so great is the hard work and determination that we all have. And Herb used to call us a lunch pail, hard hat group of guys. And that's what we were. Many of us came from working class families and understood and realized the values that were taught us, and it showed in our victory.
I'll tell you, the euphoria that we felt as a country, I don't think will ever be duplicated. Yeah, the Eagles were into the Super Bowl. The Phillies had a great run, and you know, the Citizens Bank Park was nuts. It was electric. But there is nothing that'll ever surpass that achievement to me.
Yeah, the whole country's behind you.
The whole country. And I mean, you guys at the time didn't feel that weight. But I think it culminated in what you guys were all about at the medal ceremony when Mike, you waved everybody up onto this podium, and that just melted me, man.
Yeah, that was an unbelievable. Mike, Brad Quast here. I really
don't know if it would all fit now, but
yeah, it was such a great do you believe in miracles? And then when you did that and brought the whole team. You know, truly, you guys were a team on the podium.
Yeah, you were all together,
and it was such great to see, and the teamwork, and the whole country was just absolutely
mesmerized.
It was crazy. Hey, I got a quick question on the movie Miracle on Ice. I mean, what was Coach Herb like? Herb Brooks, did they portray him
accurately?
Was it accurately? Was he really like that? And
well, first of all, Kurt Russell was absolutely amazing, brilliant as Herb Brooks. It was scary watching it, but he was a lot friendlier in the movie.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
In the movie, he smiled. There was a scene in the movie where somebody skated up to Herb. We were doing a skating drill and stopped and kind of sprayed him. And the camera pans up and you see Kurt smiling. Trust me, you would never have sprayed Herb Brooks.
Never. Okay. Really?
If you did, he wasn't going to be smiling.
Wow.
So we thought, and the movie was great. A little Hollywood here and there, which you expect, but it's really the Herb Brooks story, and we were part of it. I mean, we didn't know what was being written or said. None of us were interviewed or talked to. So basically, it's Herb's kind of story of what happened and what took place. And I thought it was done very well. I think the HBO documentary might have been a little better than the movie.
Okay.
So it did capture. You know what the movie did? It captured the feeling, the closeness of our team. It captured what the moment meant. It captured what it meant to a country, and that's a good thing. We like I said, we need feel-good movies more than we need the other crazy stuff that's out there.
Absolutely.
We're talking with Mike Eruzione, the captain of the 1980 gold medal team. 43 years ago, the other day marked the 43th anniversary of the great win. I know that there was one scene in the movie, Mike, where Herb Brooks comes walking in to the locker room. I forget what player it was, and he was hurt. He wasn't going to go out. He kind of challenged them on it, and he wanted to get up and fight him. Was that accurate?
Oh, absolutely. It was the first period of the Sweden game, and Robbie McClanahan had kind of a thigh bruise. He got kind of kneed in the thigh and didn't know if he could go out and play. And then Herb went and, you got to remember also, Herb coached Robbie for 4 years at the University of Minnesota, so Herb knew what buttons to push in Robbie. Yeah. And I'm sitting here next to Mark Johnson, and I'm going, shit, the first period just ended, and already we got the coach and one of our best players fighting. I said, this is crazy.
I mean, he was like, when he walked away, Mike, when he walked away, he said, whoever he said it to, like, his assistant coach, he goes, that should push their buttons.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Robbie had a great Olympics for us. He was a big part of our success. So, one thing about Herbie, he was a great motivator. He knew, who to motivate and how to motivate. Like someone like me, you yell at me, I'll get mad and I'll work harder. Kenny Morrow's a quiet kid. You didn't have to say anything to Kenny. Mark Johnson's the same way. But a guy like Robbie, Herb challenged him, and Robbie reacted. And like I said, had a great Olympics for us.
So, Mike, you were the leader of that team. You're the captain. And we were talking about this earlier with our 76ers and Joel Embiid. Of course, you live up in the Boston area, so you're a Celtics guy, I guess. But the Sixers can't get over the hump. It seems like they had a lack of leadership. How important is, like, we were talking about a vocal leader as opposed to like a leading by example type of leader. What type of leader were you?
I'm Italian, so you can tell and imagine I'm a little vocal. But I've always said in that team, you got to remember this team I played on. I've said it from day one. I was a captain amongst captains. 20 of my teammates, 17 were captains, either their high school team or their college team.
Wow.
So that you're in a team of leaders. So for me to be the captain, one, was a great honor, but the important thing was for me to be myself and not try to be different. Sometimes people climb the ladder and then all of a sudden they're head of a company and they become a different person. Whatever happened to Bill? He was a great guy. And I think when you're a captain of a team, you can't change and all of a sudden, oh my God, I'm the captain. I got to do things differently. The important thing for me was that my teammates respected me on the ice and off the ice, and that I respected them as well. And I think when you have leaders in a room like we had, don't try to separate yourself. Don't make yourself any better or any different. Be a teammate. Be a good teammate. Be a good person. Those are qualities that I think a great leader has. And the important thing is the players respect who you are and how hard you work. But when you have so many leaders in the room, so many captains in the room who understand and understood what it's like to be a captain, it's pretty easy in that locker room.
I want to get your thoughts on this angle, on this aspect. We're also talking about the Sixers haven't been able to beat the Boston Celtics. It's like you guys couldn't beat the Russians. You played them all year leading up to the games around the country. They not only beat you, they waxed you. So going in, when Herb Brooks said you need one game, give me one game. Did that play into your guys' mental aspect of it? Did that wear on you guys?
We never talked about the Soviets once during the Olympics until the day before we were playing them. It was never discussed. The game that we lost 10-3 in Madison Square Garden was never talked about. All Herb kept telling us was, I hate to be Bill Belichick on you here, but it was one game at a time. It was, okay, we got Sweden, then we're on to Czechoslovakia, then we're on, and next game was the Soviets. So let's prepare for the Soviets like we prepared for everybody else. And the big thing about Herb is, and this is why he was a great coach, we were never worried about what other teams were doing. We couldn't worry about what the Soviets were doing or the Finns were doing. We had to worry about our game. So many times, and you saw it in the movie, play your game, play your game. So I think that was a big part of our success. We never cared or discussed the other teams. We needed to do what we needed to do in order to win, play our game. And we were able to do that throughout the Olympic Games. And our game was pretty good. And, I'll give you a statistic, and I didn't know this until about 2 years ago. In the third period of the Olympic Games, we outscored our opponent 17-3.
Wow.
I mean, that's an incredible number. And that shows the conditioning.
Yep.
And the character we had in the room. I've always said a true character, a true test of a team is how they respond when their backs are to the wall. And we were losing every game other than Romania. We were behind West Germany by 2 goals.
Yeah.
So again, a true test of your character is how you respond when you're behind the 8 ball. And we responded tremendously, which again speaks volumes for the leadership on the team and the type of players that we had.
Yeah. So Mike, you remember what was your pregame speech before that game? You remember, or
I didn't say anything.
You didn't say anything. You didn't say anything. No.
You didn't have to. You didn't. When we went in the locker room before games, guys were laughing and joking, and we had 2 guys that were 19, 18 years old. They were eating pizza and hot dog before the game. And the Soviet game was deadly quiet. Nobody said a word. And then Herb came in and gave the speech, although in the movie it was a lot longer. I remember Herb's speech being, "You were born to be a player. You were meant to be here. This moment is yours."
Wow.
And out we went. And, and the funny thing is, when you guys are in sports, after we beat the Soviets, Herb never said, "Good game, congratulations." And after we beat Finland to win the gold medal, He never said congratulations, great game.
Wow.
He let us enjoy the moment.
Okay.
It was always about us and not him. And that's why he never came on the ice after we won. He went right to the locker room.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah,
yeah.
he did dart off.
Yeah.
And also too, Josh, my producer said this earlier before we had you on, that Al Michaels, that call, he said, "Do you believe in miracles?" Yes. And then he let the crowd noise just permeate like everything, and people just like, he didn't say a word. He didn't have to.
Just watch.
Right.
Just watch. Yeah.
Right. And then we beat Finland. His remarks were, "This impossible dream comes true." And he never said another word.
And he never said another word. Yeah. Hey, we're talking with Mike Eruzione, 1980 U.S. gold medal winning hockey team captain. Mike, I don't want to be like bumming out a little bit, but we are getting older, and I know you guys lost You lost one or two players passed away. That makes it even more special that the achievement that you guys had. It's something you got to hold on for your rest of your life.
Yeah, I mean, it's something we cherish. When we get together, and we get together every once in a while, not as often as we'd like, guys are all across the country and get different things happening in their life. But when we get together, we could be the most immature 60-something-year-old.
Yes. Yes.
If you saw the emails that we send back and forth, my wife thinks we're 12 years old.
Which is a great thing.
Well, I had an honor. I played hockey for U.S. Airways, and we used to have a interline league where we played all the U.S. Air cities, Pittsburgh, Buffalo, Boston, Philadelphia. And I'll never forget playing at the Mike Eruzione rink in Winthrop.
Oh, yeah.
In Winthrop. I played there. And Mike, I got to be honest, it's an old, cold rink and, a throwback rink. And I walked in there, and that in and of itself uplifted me. I'll never forget. I played at the Mike Eruzione rink, man. That was awesome.
It's funny. It's been renovated, but I always tell a funny story. I have 6 grandkids, and 3 of them live literally down the street. And when they were 5, 6, and 7 years old, they skated at the Mike Eruzione Center.
Oh, that's awesome.
And they don't know who Mike Eruzione is. I'm Papa. And now that they're 10, 9, and 8, they kind of get it. They know Papa's got a golden medal, and he was in the Olympics, and it was a big deal. So they haven't seen the movie Miracle yet, so I'm dreading it because I'm going to have to sit down and watch it.
Yeah. Mike, you've never seen it? You watched it, haven't you?
Oh no, I've seen it, but I don't want to sit there every day and watch it.
Right.
I was watching like the Disney Channel. It was awesome. Now they're going to want to watch Miracle.
Well, I don't want to make you feel any older than we already are, but we have 2 guys in the studio, an intern and a new producer that's being trained here. They weren't even alive when isn't that something? I mean, I was a senior in high school, Mike, and I'll never forget it, man. I know exactly where I was. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, it's funny. The generations are very different, and someone said to me, "How would today's Olympic team do against you guys?" I said, "It beat us like 20-0." Yeah. He goes, 20-0. I said, "I'm 68 years old. I said, I can't play against those kids."
Hey, Mike, listen, I really appreciate it. I'm so thankful, and I'm honored to want to have you on the show. I appreciate you, answering your phone and returning me. I reached out to you, and you got back to me, and I can't tell you how happy I am. And I just want to thank you so much, and thank you for the memory that you've created.
Yeah, thank you
for not me, but for everybody.
Yeah, the whole country.
Well, thank you. Just so you know, I had Philadelphia in the Super Bowl. So
all
right, Mike. Thank you so much, and we'll do it again.
You got to take care.
There he is, Mike Eruzione, the 1980 gold medal captain of the USA hockey team on the Maserati of the Mainline Sports Hotline. Just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that's run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. For you, their private business network they call the Legacy Club. Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. All right, when we return, we'll read some more of your text messages and wrap it up. You're listening to The Locker with Billy Schwein and Brad Quast right here on 97.3 ESPN.
It's Sixers basketball tonight on 97.3 ESPN with the voice of the 76ers, Tom McGinnis, calling all the exciting play-by-play action.
Maxey with the runner in the air. It's good. A teardrop floater, and Maxey puts it in. All net with the clock dwindling.
The Sixers host the Celtics tonight. Coverage begins at 8:30. Philadelphia 76ers basketball on your radio home of the Sixers in South Jersey. 97.3 ESPN.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson is specializes in both commercial and residential work, provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/Be Smart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
Hey, what's with the red, white, and blue tux?
I'm Uncle Sam.
Oh, that explains the hat.
Yes, people seem to love that.
So, what brings you to Springfield, Sam? Springfield Mitsubishi in Atlantic City.
Taxes, madam. I want you
to put my tax refund in the bank.
Oh, you're not spending it on a car?
Oh, I'm getting a new car. But all you need is a dime. One dime down at Springfield Mitsubishi, Atlantic City.
A dime? What a novel idea.
Ake is a brand new Mitsubishi's from 17.5.
17.5 for a new car?
Yeah, and you get a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty with as low as 2.9% financing.
2.9%?
Plus, if you bring home $350 a week, you can get up to $25,000 in credit.
Okay, I want you to put one dime down.
At the all-new Springfield Mitsubishi, Atlantic City.
In Pleasantville.
They service all makes and models. Springfield Mitsubishi AC.com.
Can I have my hat back?
New 23 Mirage, 17.5, dime down, $277 a month for 75 months at 5.55% APR plus tax title to qualified buyers.
You might get wireless data everywhere, but do you have to use it all the time? If that's not really you, there's TracFone. You can get the same nationwide 5G coverage as big carriers, but you pick a plan that you need for a lot less. Unlimited talk and text plans start at $15 a month, no contract. And now you can get the Samsung Galaxy A03s for just $49.99. TracFone. Now you're in control. While supplies last, 1 month equals 30 days. 5G capable device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary.
Life doesn't stop when the economy is uncertain. The market might not care you have a wedding to plan or a kid to put through school. And inflation doesn't know you've got a family to feed. But Bank of America does, and is here to help. With digital tools to help you save and local experts in New Jersey, you can keep life moving forward the way you need it to. Bank of America. What would you like the power to do? Learn more at BofA.com/New Jersey. Bank of America N.A., member FDIC, equal credit opportunity lender.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
We're broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. I mean, you know, I'm a crybaby. I had to refrain from getting real emotional there because when you look back, let me ask you this question, Q. When we play sports,
yep,
you play to win.
Play to win.
Why do athletes get so emotional talking about after they get done playing what their achievements are? What is the reason? Why do you think that happens?
I think because that you're with your teammates, you know, guys that you have you work so hard and your common goal, you're together all the time. You sweat, you bleed with them, you tell stories, they become your best friends. Okay. And it's such a unique fraternity that's the word. It's unique. It's a fraternity and it's a brotherhood. But
you also realize you're not getting it back.
You never get it back. You never get it back. And as you get older and you know, in high school, some guys just play high school.
Right.
And then some guys play high school, college,
Right.
and then into the pros.
Right.
So it's a different thing. So I go back home to Chicago, and they're talking about our state championship team when we were seniors, talking about that. But and it's great, and we got great stories. But then I did.
But
you
say
know,
then
college,
you went ahead.
yeah, that college, and then pro.
Right,
So
right.
it's different. So, but the guys, the way we talk and around,
Well, like
having a beer-
Mike Eruzione
yeah.
said, he emails his teammates. His wife thinks they're like the most immature 68-year-old
But that
people he knows.
we take ourselves back to that point, and it's just such a special point. It's hard to explain.
So when athletes walk away and they're at the podium and they of course break down, it's because of a lot of reasons, not just
it's emotion.
you
I mean,
see their career's over.
Yeah, your life is over. That part of
That
your life,
part of living.
your brotherhood, and the people that you did so much with, it's over. It's done.
over.
You're
It's
not
all
You're not
over.
competing. You don't have that thrill like the athletes have that thrill of competition and winning, and just the work ethic and just the delay gratification. You never get that anywhere else.
I'll tell you what,
That was special.
I can't get enough of that call and watching those moments. I think it was Jimmy Craig that put it on Twitter, the podium when the guys all came up to the podium.
yeah.
And Mike Eruzione waved, not just the whole team.
The whole team got on there.
And then, but just little snippets of the games. I can watch it a million times.
Yeah.
Like, by the way, just not to get off of the beaten track. I know we only got a few more minutes left, but if you're watching, like I'm watching the Flyers game, they're getting waxed last night. And I start flipping around. You know what movie gets me stuck? If I hit it, I can't get off it. Jerry Maguire.
Yeah, you like Jerry Maguire.
Yeah.
Because it's truthful. That's the truth. Like,
Right?
yeah.
No, but
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it's like that. I can't get enough of that.
Let's-
I can't get
that-
enough of the
that's-
USA hockey.
That's my Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Forrest Gump.
All right, I can't get
Billy.
enough of watching highlights and listen to Gene Hart saying Clark shoots the puck down, or shoots the puck down the ice. Perrott makes the save.
And that's
Ladies
why,
and gentlemen, the Flyers are going to win the Stanley Cup.
and that's why
I can't get enough
Eagles
of
Super
that.
Bowl, or it's just such a good feeling. You're passionate about your home team,
Right.
And you never forget it.
But one thing about
Really quick, Billy, can I
Yeah.
tell you something that's
Yeah.
going to make you feel even a little
You gonna
older?
try to make me cry?
In front of it? Well, no, not to make
We
cry.
got
make you
5
feel
minutes to get cry.
Just a little bit older. That gold medal
Yeah.
from the 1980 USA hockey team
right
could have bought a beer by the time I was born. 21 years.
Well,
Where do you think he keeps his gold medal? I was going to ask him that.
Oh, we should have.
I had it on my list. Where do you think he keeps it?
Great show today, Joe.
Yeah, always fun.
Saturdays go flying by.
They fly by, dude. Fly by.
Like Frank Sinatra said, they go flying by.
Years go by.
Big game tonight, Sixers, Celtics, 8:30, right here on 97.3 ESPN. I want to thank Dave Sharapan, the Sportsbook Consigliere, as always. Josh Henning for producing. Intern Andrew Leeds for handing me notes. Of course, Brad Quast, we appreciate you. I want to thank Mike Eruzione for checking in and sharing his memories with us. Thanks for making the locker room part of your Saturday, because nothing could be finer than talking sports with the Schweiner. I'll be back at it tomorrow. Twin brother Bobby will be here.
Oh, boy.
Right
No
here in the
fighting.
locker room.
You haven't downloaded the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app?